it's me again. Like I promised, in this video, we're gonna go a bit more into detail of my childhood, you know, give you guys an idea of exactly what I did to grow this tall. So yeah, let me take you along this ride and let me talk to you guys a little bit. I know that I never really talk about myself on this channel. That's why probably a lot of you guys don't know me as well as you should. Well, you don't have to know about me, but I suppose knowing what I did to help me grow this tall would in turn help you guys grow tall. Whoa, that was close. So yeah, let me get a little bit into my own story. I was born into a pretty poor family in China. We're from the poor parts of China as well, which means that nutrition it wasn't as important, you know, to that generation of Chinese people, especially my parents and my grandparents' generation. The idea was to eat till you're full, you know, eat the cheap things that makes you full, because, well, nutrition was a quite vague concept back then, and the important thing was to fill your stomach up so you're not hungry. So coming from this background, I don't remember much when I was little, but yeah, when I was little, like really young, like 1 or 2 years old, I definitely didn't eat the most healthiest food. Just off my top of my head, potato, instant noodles. I don't think that helped me. I don't think that helped in terms of growth. But when I got to 3 or 4, my parents found a new job. So my dad found a new job, and he was able to, you know, support the family and get some good food for me. So that's when my mum. Whoa, what is this guy doing? But anyways, yeah, that's when my mum started cooking good food for me, like meat, rice, vegetables, stuff like that. By the time I got into elementary school... Hey guys, just ignore what I said in this section. I do not know that elementary school is actually primary school, not prep, preschool, whatever we call it, I don't know. Which is what we call prep in Australia, or yeah, prep in China as well, I suppose. Maybe I should start teaching you guys to speak Chinese. Maybe, just freaking maybe. We'll see how we go. Yeah, so back then the schools, the preps they had these meals where you can order. So pretty much what you do is your parents pay a fee, and it's subsidized by the government because the government wants to encourage healthy eating, blah blah blah, whole shebang. Okay, so there was a snack, lunch, which had to involve some form of protein, some form of fiber, and yeah, there was an afternoon snack as well, which was usually quite healthy. So yeah, from elementary school I was able to eat quite healthy at school, because in China a lot of the lunch is school provided, and no one brought food to school, that's quite different to the US, and that's quite different to the US and Australia. So yeah, food at school, super healthy, right? Then we have, but still, let's bring it back, 10,000 steps. In school, you only eat 1 meal in school, right? What about the other 2 meals, Mau Mau? Well, the other 2 meals are extremely crucial as well. You can't be neglecting the other 2 meals. Certainly I did not neglect the other 2 meals. So for breakfast, I remember I always went to this this place. There was noodles, there was wontons. I guess it was kind of quite carbohydrate heavy. But I always subsidized my nutrition with an egg and a sausage. I remember this really clearly because, yeah, so I ate a lot relative to what people around my age ate. I definitely ate a lot more food than like the average, 9-10-year-old. And for dinner, my mum will always cook up something quite healthy, but still back then I had no concept of what protein is. So there's always some meat, some rice, some vegetable, but definitely not enough meat. So I think if I was in your guys' shoes, I would definitely eat more meat. Yeah. Which I think a lot of you guys would already be doing, given that you come from a Western country, and Western countries eat a lot more meat than my Asian background parents. Whoa, this motorbike, holy crap. I don't know if you guys saw him, but dude was riding real fast. Where were we up to? He distracted my train of thought. Yes, eat meat. Even if you're really young, if you want to grow a lot taller, you should probably eat meat. Meat is really nutritious. That's the one thing I kind of regret a little bit, not doing too much. But, given the limitations, I think I've done my due diligence in terms of eating an adequate amount of meat. So yeah, that's food. In terms of junk food, I know I talk a lot on this channel about, not liking junk food, but still, when I was young, I am not going to lie to you guys, I've ate definitely an excess of junk food that I did not need. Certainly, those freaking chocolate pies were a killer of their own mind. What am I even saying? Those chocolate pies, freaking egg pies, freaking sweets. Yeah, my childhood did not lack any of those confectionaries. Let's just leave it like that. Yeah. Well, I suppose if you're trying to grow taller, your body needs extra nutrients, needs extra calories to build all the tissue, right? Right. Correct. So all of those sweets and confectionery definitely gave me a lot more. Oh, what's happening with the road? Definitely gave me a lot more calories, nutrition. No, not nutrition. Nutrition and calorie are different things. Allow me to reiterate that. So definitely give me a lot more calories. But nutrition definitely came from the healthy food I was eating in school and at home. So still, what I'm saying is, if you're young, don't overly restrict yourself with confectionaries, because I want you guys to be normal kids. Just enjoy yourself. There's not really any point fully limiting yourself to what you eat at such a young age, even though it's gonna make you tall. But at the end of the day, how much difference is it really gonna make? Just make sure you eat enough healthy food. There's another very important factor I'd like to talk about, and that is drinks. Well, obviously my parents raised me to it's getting really hot. Sorry, excuse me. I'm just gonna roll down the windows a bit. It is getting way too freaking hot. Okay, where are we up to? Okay, when I was young, my parents never bought me any like sweet beverages, like orange juice, Coke, Sprite, whatever you guys want to call it, because they said it's not good for me, you know. And whenever I drank those drinks, I just didn't feel like eating, because those drinks are so high in calories. So high in calories that I just didn't feel hungry after drinking those drinks, you know. Not that I said you shouldn't drink them, but I would strongly recommend against drinking them with your food, because those drinks have no nutrition values. Okay, what am I saying? Macronutrient values in terms of your protein, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins. Yeah, and they make you just really, really full and stuffy, and you just don't feel like eating other food. That's why I dislike them. You know, the goal is try to eat more food, eat more nutritious food at a young age. That's really gonna help your body. You know when you see a really massive, tall kid when you're young, right? And all the parents always ask them, "Whoa, what are you feeding your kid, man?" Yeah, so yeah, what I'm trying to get at is diet is really, really important. And I think, yeah, if you want to grow tall, definitely should not neglect the dieting aspect of growing tall. So what have we talked about so far? Can you guys summarize it for me? Can you guys freaking summarize it for me? Yeah, no. I'm literally talking to myself in my car, okay? Cut me some slack. Cut me some freaking slack. Whoa, what is this guy? Oh, what is this person doing? Oh my goodness. Oh. So, since you guys can't summarize it, I'll summarize it for you guys, what I've talked about today so far. So the main points are definitely eating a really healthy, attempt to eat a healthy diet when you're young. Yeah, attempt to eat a healthy diet when you're young, but eat more nutritious food, like vegetables, rice, meat, stuff like that. And definitely try to eat a surplus of meat, because meat has a lot more nutrients than you guys think. And I think I could have even been taller if, you know, my nutrition was dialed in from day one. I definitely don't think that 6'1.5" is the tallest I could have been, and I'm okay with it. But the point of this channel is to try to help you guys, you know, be the tallest you can be, right? To not make the same mistakes I did. But still, I say I'm quite lucky with my height. Yeah. What else? What else is there? Confectionaries. With your confectionaries, you don't want to consume too much to the point that it's you don't want to eat too much confectionaries to the point that is affecting your ability to eat healthy food. You've got to save that appetite for healthy food rather than a huge amount of confectionaries. That's not gonna get you anywhere with your height growth. But still, no point like limiting yourself on purpose. It's yeah, especially when you're young. Oh, these people really need to freaking learn how to drive. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What else? Finally, where am I? Okay. Finally, I think the last thing I talked about was beverages, right? So with beverages, you want to limit your beverage consumption, like obviously sugary drinks consumption, especially those carbonated drinks like Coke, Sprite. It just really isn't the best for you, if you catch my drift. Fills you up, and like other sweet confectionaries, it freaking compromises your ability to consume healthy food. And that's the main aim of today. The main aim of today is to teach you guys to be able to save your appetite for healthy food. What else is there to say? What else is there to say? Okay, so sometimes I understand that not every one of you guys have like, you know, the biggest appetite in the world. Like, what's that guy's name? Matt Stoney, is it? Yeah. Not everyone's a Matt Stoney, you know. Not everyone's a freaking Joey Chestnut. Sometimes you just can't palate the food. You just can't eat the food, man. You're just not hungry, you know? Whoa. Why did the video just cut off like that? Well, yesterday, unfortunately, my phone overheated. So today is a new day. Let's begin where I was talking about, let's continue where I was talking about yesterday with the appetite issue. So some people don't have the appetite to, you know, eat a lot of food. And I totally get that. But I feel like it really, other than the fact that you gotta try to avoid as much junk food and sugary drinks as much as you can, you should also really think to yourself, do I really want to be tall? Do I really want this bad? If you want it that bad, then go ahead and do it, you know? Eat your food, eat your meals. Yeah, I guess other than that, there's not much else to say. Not much freaking else to say for this video, really. So this video, we pretty much just went through the diet. The next few videos, I'm guessing, will probably be exercise, puberty, what else is there about height? Sleep, just all of those factors all combined. No, not all combined. I'm thinking maybe separate videos, depending on how much there is to talk about. With food, honestly, there's a lot more to talk about. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what I can think of to talk to you guys about over the next few weeks. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.